What's up, hamsters? UnevenRanger here, and welcome back to Mass Effect. Hope you guys are having as good of a day as I am. The sun is shining, although you can't see that, and everything seems to be going good today, so I figured I'd sit down and do a quick Mass Effect session, and watch everything crumble to pieces as I fail at life. Because, oh god, I can't... Where is the elevator? This is off to a great start. Now, before we go on to do another... Well, actually, before we do another quest, we're going to do a bunch of side quests first. But before we do that, I want to go and say hello to all the new peoples, and the peoples that we haven't spoken to in a while. Because that's something you need to do in this game. You need to constantly go back and say hi to them, see what they have to say, because they will open up to you if you do that. They will feel more comfortable around you. Well, maybe with the exception of Rex. He's always just like, Shepard.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Let's make a personal inquiry, seeing as I don't want to just be like, bye.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Aw, but I don't want a Quarian story. I want a Krogan story. Just a short one.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Okay, fair point. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It isn't?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Well, not exactly.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
That sucks.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Touchy subject.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So, okay, what is causing your extinction then, if it's not the genophage? Which, by the way, Turians... Okay, Garrus, love the dude. He seems cool. But Turians in general just seem to be very stick in the muddy. No one seems to have a great opinion of them.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So I'm guessing that means there's not enough mating pairs or something?
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
That's true.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Ah, so like they get hired as mercenaries, and then obviously when they die, they... I see what's going... That sucks. Kind of makes a lot of sense though, because, well, look at the Krogan. Who wouldn't want a Krogan bodyguard?
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it.
We don't
Oh,
have
I know.
one.
It makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
So what? Why would no one, like... Don't you want to find a cure?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Good point.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Sounds like you tried to change that. Well, thanks for talking to me.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Thank you, game. Okay, let's talk to Ashley.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Sure.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
What, because they're not Alliance?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Okay. I'm really disappointed there's not an option for this. Rex, if he could walk over to the engines and like inspect it, he wouldn't understand the first thing about them. He's not a scientist or an engineer. He's a warrior. He's not going to understand this stuff. And Garrus, well, he's probably too busy cleaning his sniper rifles to care. Don't you... I don't want to say you don't trust aliens, but it is kind of sounding like she's saying that.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
By mistrusting our allies.
How do you get from relying on ourselves to mistreating our allies?
I don't mean we should mistreat them, Commander. I just think we should be prepared to go it without them. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
That's a very cynical way of looking, yeah.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
It kind of is racism, assuming that they're going to betray us. Like... how do you... They're sentient. You can't compare them to a dog. Why do you feel like that?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Military family. Yeah, so you were definitely like brought up to be the tough soldier.
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
No, to see space.
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Sounds like a drill instructor. I was just going to say, like, Shepard is not, at least my Shepard, he's not a revenge guy. You know, that's not why he's out here. Yeah, his people were killed. His family were killed. Everyone he knew on Mindoir, but he's not out here going like, okay, we need to find every pirate installation and we need to blow them up. Because, what's that going to gain him? It's not going to get him his family back. He's served his time in the military. You know, it's made him tougher. It's made him able to move on past his, like, personal loss. Yeah, he grieves for them, but he's not, some 90s action hero wanting to get revenge. Anyway, what the hell is gold bricking?
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there, kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous? What the hell does that mean? Oh my god, I want to use that in real life. Just walk up to maybe Subway and just say, excuse me, I'm sorry, but my sandwich is just too pusillanimous. And just see their reaction.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
Just one rotation?
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens.
I get the feeling she didn't want to be serving with the fleet because she would have to serve with aliens. You have to learn to work with them. They're on board. There's no kicking them out the airlock now.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
No, I am not flirting with Ashley. Thank you.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
No, I'm not going to be flirty with Ashley. I would say that I've got plans for her, but I don't want to spoil anything that's coming up, so I don't want to romance Ashley. I've done it before. No. This Commander Shepard is not romancing Ashley. Anyway, how are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Just because they're family doesn't mean they see eye to eye. A lot of families don't.
Not everyone has a happy family life.
No, I guess not. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
True. Anyway, I'd best get going and talk to someone else. See you later.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
So we found out that Rex is the bitter soldier. Ashley is the racist soldier. Garrus, what kind of soldier are you?
Commander, nice work out there.
Oh, thank you.
I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
You knew? Have you worked with Spectres before?
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Yeah, that... Serving in the Alliance, I'm guessing, was pretty much the same.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done there.
Well, within
Protocol
reason.
and procedure come first. That's why I left.
I do agree with, less rules, but at the same time, there's a short jump between it doesn't matter how I get the suspect in as long as I get them in, and, well, police brutality, But, which CSEC basically are. They are the police, That's the reason you left, just because you were sick of the rules? Rules? Oh god, I can't... I've been doing too much, coding today. I can't speak.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
No one ever likes... Well, okay, most people don't like leaving a job, especially a job where you do good, like you do at CSEC. It's a tough decision, but hopefully you won't regret it.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Depends what your way is. If your way is hitting innocent people over the head with a golf bat until they give you, a couple of quid, no. However, if your way is shooting a runaway suspect in the leg so he can't run away anymore, hell, I'll give you the gun and the bullets.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got
That's
it?
not what I said,
I
Shepard.
wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Shepard, that's not what I said. Are you even listening to me, Shepard? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Alright, let's just move on. I know. We'll go to him in a second. Let's see. What's down here? Some things for us to examine. More codexy stuff. And Tally. Hey, Tally.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
This ship, it's special. It's one of a kind.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
You're a shippy? I don't know, what would you call them? Like, I know nowadays people that are into technologies are called techies, Would you call them techie, or would you call them a shippy?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Wow, that was 300 years ago. How the hell are those ships still flying?
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
The pilgrimage?
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet.
Makes sense.
But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
So what happens if you bring back a ship as the gift? Does the captain now own 2 ships, or can you become the captain? Just saying. Not that I'm already a commander. I don't want to be a captain again, but just point out there.